So my top five receivers. So this is just if I was drafting a team or had a team, and your first round you draft a quarterback, second round a running back, and third round you have to draft a wide receiver, and I've got first pick. The first receiver I would take would be Justin Jefferson. Um, this dude, from the minute he stepped into the NFL, has been. I mean, you could probably argue top. You could easily argue top 10. You could argue top five as well. I mean, he's been terrific from the moment that he's walked into the NFL, and he was also terrific at LSU as well. As everybody knows, the 2019 LSU team who won the national championship, he was terrific. But he's been unreal. With and granted, he had Kirk Cousins, who's a really solid quarterback. He's not going to be great or spectacular, but even when Kirk was banged up a bit, um, he just is consistently putting up numbers, and there's not a ton you can do about it. I mean, now granted, I will give Amik Robertson a whole lot of credit because that Week 17 game, Lions against the Vikings with the one seed on the line, man, Robertson was amazing. I've never seen anyone guard Jefferson that way and have those results. But outside of that, I mean, I've not seen anyone do anything close to that to Justin Jefferson. And as a Lions fan, we got to deal with him twice a year. So I watch him. The one-handed catch, I think it was a year or two ago, on two defenders. I mean, just wild and nuts the stuff he does there. So Justin Jefferson would be my number one receiver. Number two would be his actual college teammate, Jamar Chase. The same thing. I mean, terrific. The dude is a walking, 13 to 1,600 yard receiver. He can do it all. Like, he's not the tallest guy, but catch and run is legit. His deep speed, catching the ball is legit. You can just throw it to him at the line. He can do it all. Now he does have the benefit that I think of any of the guys on my list except one. He's got the best, what I would consider number two option opposite him, right, with T. Higgins. Now T did miss some time, and really for Jamar, it didn't impact him at all. He still was terrific. But I do think that it's important that he's got, he does have someone on the other side who's pretty good as well. So Jamar Chase would be number two. Number three, and I had some trepidation on this one. Part of me was going to go, well, we'll just keep rolling. With CeeDee Lamb, it's just so difficult to argue his numbers and his stats and his production. He's a terrific receiver, and he is one that, I mean, it is CeeDee Lamb or bust for the Dallas Cowboys. They just made a trade for George Pickens, so it might be a little bit different this year. But I mean, the amount of targets and catches he gets, it's as far as targets, right? The quarterback's literally just throwing you the ball, but for the defense, when it's literally CeeDee Lamb or bust, and he still gets this type of production, that's impressive. That's really impressive. So CD would be my number three, but just by a hair. And I might surprise some people, but I am a Detroit Lions fan. My number four guy would be Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think you could make an argument that he has the most consistent hands in the NFL. Now, like I said, you can make an argument. His production is there. He's not a clutch. I mean, he's as clutch as they come. On big third downs, like Lions go to him a lot. He's physical. He blocks. Not a diva, no drama, and really just a team guy. And not that those other guys are, but we're just talking specifically about Amon-Ra. And yeah, I think with Amon-Ra, the hands, the consistency is what to me drives him up that list, and he's productive as well. So Amon-Ra would be my number four. I did go back and forth with Amon-Ra and CD as far as who should be three, who should be four. The tough part with CD was, like I said, the targets, the catches. It's extremely high. Number five, I I had to do a little bit of work on this one, and not to say that this player is not good or whatever the case may be, but I did some research, and I actually went with AJ Brown as number 5. His he's another one. His production is terrific. I think he's had 3,000-yard receiving seasons in the last 3 years, and I think he's only had of his like 5 or 6 year career like one season where you didn't have 1,000 yards, and it was, if I remember correctly, like 900 yards. He's caught 25 touchdowns in the last 3 years. I mean, he's been terrific. Now, I don't always love the off the field stuff with just kind of the complaining on the sideline. I think that might have been 2 or 3 years ago. Yelling at Jalen Hurts on the sideline. It's just, especially when you're winning. Like that's the odd part. It's like, dude, you're winning. Why are you so upset? And yeah, so I don't love that part, but the production is what it is. Like you can't argue with it. The guy is huge. He's physical. He's fast. He catches the ball. I mean, he's short, deep, however, intermediate, literally any route you want. He can run it. And he's a guy that wants the ball. Like, I can really, really appreciate that. So that would be my top 5. So just to recap, number 1, Justin Jefferson. Number 2, Jamar Chase. Number 3, CeeDee Lamb. Number 4, Amon-Ra St. Brown. And number 5, A.J. Brown. And that is my top 5 wide receivers list. That's it for me. Peace.